So we have a story here of a gentleman who invited a young lady to his home one night and almost paid the ultimate price for this mistake. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. And when you do subscribe, hit the notification bell so every time I drop a video, you will be the first to know about it. Let's hit it.
Newcastle resident Arthur Jones nearly fell victim to a home invasion just before 4 a.m. Thursday morning.
I was just
Okay, first thing, 4 a.m. Check.
there holding my door, and where they couldn't be able to get in, but I had to hold my door with force to keep from them trying to break in my house.
Up. Looks like he got a little son. Looks like he's 2, 3 years old, maybe. Check. Let's continue.
You can still see that damage left behind, including chips in the front door paint. When you open the door and try to come inside, you could see cracks in the door frame from where the suspects tried to kick the door in. Some nails are in place as a temporary fix.
Real quick safety lesson. When you move into a house, it look like blood right there. Damn. Well, anyway, when you move into the house, you move to a house. First thing you should do that I've been taught is you take out the screws here in the door hinges, okay? And you replace them with 2-inch wood screws, metal screws, what have you, but you replace them with 2-inch screws. What this does is it gives more reinforcement to the door into actually the frame of the house. So when someone tries to kick in your door, it may not stop them, completely. If they just, keep kicking, eventually they could probably break in, but it will slow them down quite a bit. It won't make it easy, and which will give you time, just enough time to go get your Second Amendment so you can read it to them. But let's continue.
Well, yeah, she brought her one of her friends with her, and I said we're just hanging out watching TV videos. And
Jones and his kids were all at their home on Northwest 5th Street. He tells me he invited a woman to celebrate the holiday with him. She brought a +1 and an entourage, waiting for the perfect time to strike.
they were going back and forth in and out my door, and I was figuring something wasn't right. So I got a ringtone, a ring camera, and they were being on the camera plotting and setting up to be able to break in my door.
Bruh, you are too lucky. Number one, you dealing with 6 young dummies, or at least 2 girls, the young dummies. Because he's saying that they went outside, come back in sometimes. So he's looking at the ring camera. He's lucky that they didn't already have this set up to where once they open the door, they just come rushing in. Luckily, you was able to actually see them plot. You had enough sense, wherewithal to look at your camera and see these people plotting to try to come get into your house. Isn't that crazy?
With the entourage she had with her.
Around 3:30 a.m., that entourage tried to kick the door in. Police say when they arrived, the 4 male burglars were gone. The 2 females were arrested.
So we are asking the public's assistance in identifying them. Some of the subjects were armed. Use caution, not approach them, and call 911 or the Newcastle Police Department.
Meantime, Jones warns the community to be more responsible about who you invite into your house.
I felt a little violated. It wasn't why I would wish this on anybody. Every dog has his day. Their day is coming for terrorizing me and my family.
Reporting in Newcastle, Olivia Hickey, KOCO 5 News.
So I'm wondering what kind of lifestyle this brother is leading. I'm just saying. I'm wondering if or why these young ladies thought that he had money to where they thought it took 4 people to come in to get into this guy's house. But the guy was just tricking. That's all. Older man got these young girls. You ain't learned nothing from Shannon Sharp. You ain't learned nothing from what's old boy, the Michigan football coach. Forget the race. We just talking about age right now. You haven't learned from these two recent incidents, plus countless others over the years, and a lot of them have been broadcast on the news. Why I even did a video the other day saying I wish that guys my age would just stay in your own lane. You know, you got a lot of YouTubers, red pillars, or whatever you want to call it, telling guys to only deal with, like, single women, girls with no kids, ain't don't have a high body count or whatever the case may be. And I sit there and tell them that that's a good message for young boys, teens, maybe early 20s. But by the time you get into your 30s, your 40s, 50s, every female that you're going to deal with done either been married or done had some kids. And I'm sorry, that's just how the Western society that we played a part in has created these women. Now that's why I try to promote, meeting somebody at a young age, y'all grow together, we have a family, you know, just doing it the right way so you ain't got to deal with stuff like this. Because when you get older and you listen to the red pill community, you too, like him, that the older the women are, the most likely is going to go against the whole I want a young, submissive woman with no kids. You're just not going to find it. So what do? You go find you a young girl, thinking that these young girls really like you like that. Bruh, let me see. I'm looking at this guy's posture, his physical makeup. And let's just be honest. He's not a young 6 foot, slim, athletic basketball player looking dude. You know what I'm saying? He's an older guy, gray, beard like me, you know what I'm saying? Fat neck, big belly, and everything like that. Got kids. Now he have kids by somebody. Hell, he got like a young boy like about 3. And that's another thing. Why are you inviting females over to your house when you got your kids? This is probably your what do you call it? Visitation time to where you got your kids for this holiday. So somehow you got out the house. So maybe you got some kids that's old enough that you feel to watch each other. I'm just not understanding this whole story. There's a lot of things that are missing. But I guess you went out, kicked it with these girls, and now you say, "Hey, come on over. We can watch some TV, some video. What kind of videos you gonna watch?" Because girls that age, they're watching bad girls or baddies or whatever the hell you call it. They ain't watching uh reruns of The Wire. Shoot, they're watching stuff like that young little retarded girls will watch. So what you gonna watch? You gonna drink, and you see what they had when they came over. So they had like some seductive type of clothing to make you think y'all was gonna get it in, and you did it with your kids in the house. Number one, never, ever, 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 ever invite anyone over to your home. Never. I would never do that. I'm glad I'm not out in the streets like that no more anymore. But never invite nobody up to your home because you don't know who they are. You don't know if they're gonna try to set you up. You know what I'm saying? It's it's too dangerous out there. Ain't nobody got no money. Everybody wants to be a YN. Everybody wants to have that street cred where they can go and rap about it and make an Instagram video about robbing somebody, taking his money, taking his life, just so they can, get clout amongst other nobodies. But never invite them over to your house. Definitely don't invite them over to your house when you got kids in the house. That's something that I could say that I could tell that my kids could ever always tell you. They tell you that no matter which women I say it like this, I don't think my kids ever knew any women that I dated until I had got married. I don't think they knew anything. No, never knew because I would never do that because I never, know what I'm saying, have my kids see a bunch of females. I had 2 daughters. And I wouldn't want them to see any different female. Not saying I dated a bunch of females, but my thing is, just in case it didn't work, I didn't want them to see this woman, then another woman, then another woman. I didn't want them to think that that was like the norm. You see what I'm saying? Was still trying to hold some form of values when it came to my kids and raising my children. So, you know what I'm saying? Never did. You know what I'm saying? So never invite nobody over to your house, especially with kids in the house. That is the most ignorant thing I ever seen in my life. And then last but not least, the two young ladies. Y'all got arrested, which means this dude knew who you were because they came and arrested you fast. But them four boys, which they showed, you could see their faces on the cameras. That's another thing. Young folks are just ignorant. They ain't got a lick of sense. Why are you trying to break into somebody's house and there's a Ring camera? Well, hell, maybe they mama got a Ring camera outside their house and it don't work and she don't pay the bill. So they probably thought you didn't pay the bill either. But anyway, why would somebody go to a house? Cause it look like no, that's a doorbell. Okay, I'm just looking at it. No, but use the doorbell is on the camera. Interesting. But anyway, why would somebody go and try to kick in the door of a house that has a camera right there at the front door when you try to get in? I guess you thought you're going to kick it in and then what, erase the video? We don't have the video here at the house. It's on the cloud or it's on the phone. Come on now, let's be honest. But again, the two girls, y'all got arrested, went to jail. The four dudes are out. How many times have we seen stories where the females are in jail because they're doing something alongside some no count dudes? They taking gun charges, they take dope charges, you know what I'm saying? Because the guy said, man, I already got 2 felonies. If I get caught with this, I'm gonna go away from life. Baby, you don't want me to do that. Hey, you take this gun or you take this dope right quick. It's your first charge. You won't do too much time. You know what I'm saying? You be in and out and I'll pay your post your bill, we'll get you a good lawyer, and you won't even be in there that long. You'll be out before you know, and we'll be back living together. What you think about that? Okay. And then that girls do it, and them heifers be in jail for like 5 to 25. Doing 25 with L because the gun got bodies on it. Because they don't want to snitch on their man because their man is holding them down. And now they're in prison. They say, I don't know if it's a majority, but a large percentage of females are in jail behind some dude over something like that. Just like a large percentage of men are in jail behind doing something to somebody over a female who, once you got locked up, she went to go do that same thing with somebody else. Why you locked up? Just like that dude that these girls go to jail for. As soon as you go to jail, they're gonna be trying to find some other females and gonna try to find another trick to go kick in their door. Most likely, this must be the first time they did it because it was very unsuccessful. But again, they could have messed around, and lost their life. Could have lost your life over what? I'm talking about all parties involved. But anyway, that's all I got. Tell me what you think about this story. Leave your comments below. Share it with the world. Let's have an intelligent conversation. You know how we do around here. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Those 4 things cost you maybe a couple of minutes out of your day, but it means the world to us here at this channel. And with that being said, I leave you in peace and love, and I'll see you on the other side.